Welcome to comic book characters that you may or may not have heard about. These are characters that you may have seen in video games, may have seen in movies or comics, but don't really know too much about, or ones you've really never heard of at all. Today we're going to be covering Swamp Thing. He's one of my favorite anti-heroes in DC Comics. For those who are confused on what an anti-hero is somebody who's not a villain but will do things that may seem villainous. A perfect example is somebody like the Punisher, who obviously isn't going to go and shoot up a school, but if you find somebody who does, he'll torture them in his basement and then kill them later. So if you get the idea, they're not bad people, but the things they do to people that are bad would seem bad. So without further ado, let's get into Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is an elemental that appeared way back in the late 20th century. He's a being that controls the green, the environment, things like that. Basically think of like if Mother Nature had a physical embodiment, or like if you really pissed off Smokey Bear, then he would call up his cousin Swamp Thing and you would have to deal with him. Swamp Thing can inhabit and animate vegetable matter literally anywhere. This includes alien plants and ones that are actually sentient. And he can construct the green or the environment into a body for himself like you see here. So in a sense, physical attacks don't really do much. He can just reconstruct. He can easily regrow damaged or severed parts, and he can transport himself across the globe, transfer his conscious into a new form into whatever vegetable matter is present at the location he wishes to reach. Meaning if he decided to go all the way out to the desert and there was a tiny flower somehow growing out of the ground in the desert, he could manifest himself there. He has superhuman strength, he can control plant life. Whether or not that plant is dead, it doesn't matter, he can control it, grow from it, etc. He's like the fucking Avatar. He's mastered all the elements: earth, fire, air, water, and can conjugate life, plant life, anywhere. On top of that, he can create any plant that's not even known to him. If it's unknown, it doesn't matter, he'll create it. In my opinion, he's one of the most powerful beings in DC Comics currently. Shit, he's even gone toe-to-toe with Superman just because he was pissed off that Superman was on his land. And it was no walk in the park for Superman either. They went fucking toe-to-toe. He fucking rivaled Superman. No cap. This guy's a big advocate for environmental safety. He'll protect humanity from various supernatural or terrorist threats and you won't even know. Dude, this guy's so fucking ridiculous, he grew himself out of John Constantine's tobacco supply. This guy's fucking ridiculous. Here he is speaking to a mother box. Not an easy feat. Here he is altering people's chemical balances inside their brain. Here he is creating a organic biocomputer, which gave him not only a better understanding of the Earth, in fact a perfect understanding, but also a really good understanding of the universe. It greatly increases intellect. And there's so many more feats. Here's one where he had the White Lantern ring and he's fighting off against a Black Lantern Swamp Thing. I could go into detail, but honest to God, that's a whole nother video in and of itself. Drop a comment on who you want to see next. Is there any character out there that you don't know too much about or you want to see me cover? Drop a comment below, drop a follow, drop a like. Love you guys. Peace.